Greetings, Backsplash here with another vague comic review, and this one is Idw Sonic Issue number 58. Now this issue leaves off our heroes coming into Imperial City to try to figure out what's going on in the base. Most of the Diamond Cutter crew got captured, Sonic's the only one left, and then he was saved by Amy, Tails, Silver, and Blaze. And then when they kept going through the base, they find Shadow, Rouge, and Omega also there. Now in this in this comic, we see that Sonic thinks that the Team Dark, that's what I'm going to call them, came to rescue Sonic, but that's not the case. They came because, well, it's an Eggman base, and they're trying to destroy it. Well, Shadow and Omega are trying to destroy it. Rouge is hoping to get in and see if there's any valuables to take. So, they do their own thing, and Eggman finally shows up, in a loudspeaker, of course, to tell them all that, yeah, he wants them, they're right where he wants them. And he sends a little surprise. An army of robots that look just like Shadow. I believe they're called Shadow Bots, or something similar, or Shadow Androids. And they are tough. Amy whacks them with her hammer. That doesn't slow them down. Rouge uses her fire. They walk right through it. Even Omega, using his Gatling guns against them, just kind of temporarily holds them back, and that's it. So they're on a time crunch. They're trying to figure out how to get rid of these robots. And I can't remember. Oh, one of them tells Shadow, probably Rouge, to just use the Chaos Emeralds that are grown around the city. Now Shadow's skeptical because, well, these are fake, they're not real. But he has no choice because they're getting overwhelmed by these Shadow Bots. So he uses Chaos Control, and surprisingly, he takes them all out easily. He decimates these robots. Unfortunately, because I guess this is fake Chaos Emeralds, it has a very bad side effect on Shadow. He starts to, looks like he's in pain, then crystals erupt all around them, and Sonic and the others lose sight of Omega and Shadow. Now, while this is happening, we see in Eggman's lair that he's happy because he believes he's winning. And we see Lanolin, Tangle, and Whisper come up, and even though they're technically in another dimension, they can still walk around and see everything going on here. So they want to try to see what Eggman's plans are, and they also saw that something interesting happened. When Shadow began to lose control and crystals erupted everywhere, Eggman pressed a button, and it was sort of like an override. Basically, he temporarily shut off all systems. So instead of, overloading in power and blowing up, it just all turned off, rebooted, then turned back on, which is pretty clever. And the girls realized, well, they can just have Shadow do something like that again, and this time prevent Eggman from pressing that button, well then the whole base is pretty much destroyed. That's a win-win for them. Unfortunately, maybe because the whole system had to reboot, but the girls appeared in front of Eggman. I mean, they still were technically not there, because when Whisper tried to shoot at Eggman, it just went right through him. But he created these interesting devices that when it looks like hexagonal objects that can open up, and they close around one of the girls, and it traps them in there. And the way Eggman explains it, when they're trapped in there, it scatters their atoms. So I guess it kills them. He successfully manages to capture Lanolin and Whisper, but Tango gets away, and in the last page, we see Tango free falling from Eggman's base. And the issue ends there. What I thought about it, Adam Bryce Thomas's art is amazing. It makes the fight scenes look fantastic. It makes the Shadowbots look more menacing. And we see Whisper's expression when she sees these Shadowbots. She just looks so broken and believes they're already gone, Sonic and the others. Until Tango has to convince her they're not gone yet. It was cool bit of teamwork to see everyone try to help each other out. Shadow got some good spotlight. Eggman looked menacing and hilarious. It was a good issue. I enjoyed it. So yeah, that's about it. It's a great issue. Loved it. And And I made a mistake. This is actually Idw Sonic Issue 59. And the writer for this is Stanley. And she does a pretty good job here. I really like it. And the art by, I believe, Valentino, it is stupendous. The coloring is great. And I'm actually happy for this. This is really good. Looks like the heroes are actually on the ropes. And I want to see what happens next. And that's about it for this review. If you read this comic, let me know what you think. If you didn't like it, why? Yeah, that's